Hi, today I'm going to be sorting through a whole bunch of journals that I've collected. Sometimes I get overwhelmed when I look at the amount of stuff, and this is just one thing. As you guys know, I've been doing other parts to organize all of my stash slash hoard slash collection of stuff to make craft with. So anyway, today, oh, by the way, happy 4th of July. That's why I'm wearing my flag scarf. So one of the first steps is going to break it down because there's a lot of stuff to sort through and I can get overwhelmed and just say forget it and jam everything in a basket, and that's kind of what's happened here. I just made a pile, and so I thought the easiest thing to do first is to just sort them between which is something that is new, not even used, because I do have a lot of stuff I've been sort of collecting slash hoarding slash stashing that I haven't even used yet. So in the future, when I want something, I can just go grab it. So I thought the first step today could be just to sort between what is new and what is something that I have actually already started to use for something. And then in the future, what I want to do is go through the pile of things like this that actually have something in it and tell you what they all are and do like a journal preview of each one. But since this one is so tiny and so cute, I'll go ahead and tell you what's inside of it. It's actually a crochet pattern that I found, and each page is one step, and the crochet pattern is for this tiny little owl thing. Okay, so anyway, this one already has stuff in it, so it's not new. So I'm going to start a pile. I'm going to make the pile back over here in my chair. So not new, I'm going to put over here. Now this one is so tiny, I don't want to throw a bunch of stuff on top of it and crush it. So this super tiny thing, I'm actually going to put on the arm of the chair so it doesn't get squashed. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the pile. Hopefully it won't take too long. Scrapbook pages, new. I do have a few of these with stuff in them, and I'll show you in my next one, new. Okay, these are all little scrapbook pages. I kind of tweaked out and bought a bunch of these things to fit into those square. Okay, composition books, not used yet. Secret Garden. Okay, you guys, these are so... sorry my lighting is so bad. I'm still figuring out how all this lighting stuff works. The Johanna Basford, I have some books and stuff of hers, and her artwork is just so awesome. So I kind of tweaked out on these little blank journals and got a bunch of packs. Okay, so blank, blank. Oops, wrong side. Okay, unused, unused. New. And some of these I'm going to give as gifts and give away stuff when I do art classes. Okay, more of these cute blank ones. Now here's a whole entire hardcover art journal, brand new. It was on clearance. So a lot of times I see things on clearance and I pick them up for the future. Or I can make a gift basket, put all these together with a couple of markers or paint, and it makes a really fun gift. In fact, I did that for my friend, the art teacher, Mrs. Masita. She said she hadn't done any art journaling in so long, so I put together a little packet for her. Okay, I think I have stuff in here. Yep. Okay, I could get so distracted by starting to go through because all of these have so many good things. Like, let's just give you a quick preview. Let's just pick any page. Oh, yes, I made that. Okay, but that's going to be another tour of all my art journals. Okay, this entire book is full. Okay, preview, because I need it. Okay. And if you're interested, I can do classes and show you. Oh, look, there's a self-portrait one. Isn't that cool? Okay, anyway, I digress. Keep going. Okay, this one has stuff in it. Obviously stuff in it, raggedy. Look at that, I already did a pile. So these are ones I've already begun to use. These are things that haven't even been used yet. Okay. This one, I think it's new. Yeah, okay. This is one of those kind that you can take things in and put them out with the elastics. Have you seen those? The Traveler's Notebook. Talk about that another time. Okay, these are new and tiny. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, I think this one's blank. Yep. Okay, now I save everything. I wanted the insides. This is just an old cover where I actually ripped a journal out. But you know what? That's a nice cover, and it has the elastic, and I save it because I could make that into something else in the future. That's how I am. Okay, look. Gone. Whoops, there's one more thing in there. That's gone. Pocket pages for these over here. Okay, I'm doing pretty well. Wow, all right, keep going. So this is a cool, this is more like a portfolio, and I think there's something in here. I'm just gonna peek. Yep, not new. Scrapbook stuff. I'm gonna make little scrapbook pages from a trip to Vermont. All right, I won't get distracted looking at that stuff. I'll put it up there. Let's see. Yep, those are new. I don't even know where these came from. My daughter cleaned out her room and gave me some of her stuff. So that's another reason things are pretty jumbled in here, because Annie came home and cleaned out her room and gave me all her crafty stuff. And she was very, very crafty in her younger years. And in fact, now she's an architect, which is a career where you design things. Look, a journal that goes with those little secret garden, other ones before. All right, I digress. New. This is a kit to make your own tiny sewn mini book. Isn't that cute? A complete kit. Haven't done it yet. A random receipt. Junk journal. Okay. I'm going to talk about this another time, but this entire thing was made of things I took out of the recycling bin. I don't want to say trash, because then let's see, too trashy. I think this is blank. Blank. Isn't this pretty? I did that with a stencil. I can't take credit for it. Okay, oh, another completed art journal, completely full. Well, let's see. Just a fun preview. Okay, and let's see, what's the message on this page? You should never give up your inner self. Art journal, isn't that fun? Okay, we'll come back to that another time. We'll do a tour of those. Here's some more artwork, things I've already done. Okay, now, I haven't even begun to talk about Zentangle yet. Is an art form that I'm actually really good at. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. We're going to talk about this another time. It's a whole other art form. So a lot of the reason I have this drawing stuff is that when I got into Zentangle, I started collecting journals. So these, talk about that another time. Tiny little one, put it up here. Whoop, that got a little folded. Jelly printing, so much fun. Look how cool that is. Okay, we could do videos on jelly printing. That's really fun. Okay, this is an altered book. It's an old book that a library was throwing away, and I love old books. I didn't just want to throw it away. So you can make an altered book and make an old book into an art journal. This came from the Morse Pond School. Okay, so I'll talk about that another time, but just another way to make a journal. Oh my gosh, this is an old date book. Why am I saving it? Because the cover's pretty, and I don't know, I'm not ready to... So I'm not going to go through all these things and decide what I'm going to do with them yet, because that might overwhelm me and take too much time. I'm just making my pile, so I have to keep going. I'm almost done. New. 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 I don't even know what this is. Stuff to make a scrapbook, probably. What's this? Something I made. Oh, okay, I'll show this one another day. Oh, all right, I love that one. Okay, now I'm getting into, let's see, I'm almost done. Okay, let's see. Not blank. Not blank. I don't even know what that is. Papers. Okay, now here's a cool thing. When I made this one, I actually sewed lace onto the edge, but I don't want to stop and talk. I have to keep going. I'm sorting, 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 sorting. I am almost done. This, I wrote my name in it, and there's a few things in there. So it's not blank. Another altered book. Another, oh, this is a cool pad. This is indoor, outdoor. I think this is the kind of paper that you can write on outside in the rain. It's like a field notebook. New, altered. Oh, completely ripped apart. Oh, this is the one that the yellow thing came from. I was doing something with it. Okay, so a lot of these, whoops, that one over the edge, I might not end up keeping. That I did not make. But like I said, I'm not going to stop and go through everything, because I will get overwhelmed and not be able to complete my task. These are some, did I make that? Some of these things I made, these little journals, a long time ago, and I was going to give them away. That's something somebody else made. Okay, oh goodness, a few more journals of, I made that one. We'll talk about that one another time. Okay, this, oh, that's just a pad of paper with faces where you can practice. Okay, shading and stuff. Isn't that fun? So that's not blank. That's obviously not blank. That's one of the ones I made. Almost done. Look at the baskets. Almost done. Hold on. This little tiny one is one of my favorites. Look how cute it is. My tiny little journal of color love, May 2016. So I already made this 4 years ago and I still love it. Look how fun all that is. Okay, so I can do a whole class on this tiny little mini, but isn't that cute? Okay, digression, keep going. Tiny ones on the arm. Okay, here's a few more that I made, and I made with some fun papers that I didn't know what to do with, so I just sew them into a journal, and then you can add on to it. Okay, I might give that as a gift, because these are things that I made. Okay, save all of it. Okay, here's another hand. So I also got into myself, and I started making my own journals. Okay, that'll be another. Let's see what's in here. This does not look blank. It isn't. Oh, pretty color. Almost there, almost there. What is this? It's like a little wallet thing. It's blank. So I can go over here. Okay, here's one. Oh, goodness. Look at me. I was making stuff out of duct tape and glitter foam. Okay, you just make journals out of stuff you have at home. That'll be another lesson maybe. Another blank little wallet thing. Geez, some of the stuff I didn't even remember I had. I did not make this, but it's really, really cute. Wow, that'll go in the tiny pile. And almost there. Okay, this is a kit to make a library card, some kind of book kit. Cute. These are more homemade journals that I made. Homemade journal I made. Oh, okay, so this is one from a long time ago in here. Okay, this one I got a really long time ago, like 20 years ago. And it came with this thing, so I just keep it in there to keep it nice. Probably an original one that I've, here's some more tangle patterns we're going to talk about in the future. What's this? Another one of those little wallet things. Why I bought all these, I do not know. So I might not keep all of them. Oh, here's a little thing I made, a little tiny, oh, more tiny journals I made. I'm going to keep all of these in a separate place, the ones that I made that are blank. We'll put those right in the middle. Almost done. What's this? Oh, this is a prototype of something I was developing. I'll save that for another time. I was developing my own date book, and I thought those shapes were cool. Instead of your typical, you know, squares, I sometimes like things a little bit different. Papers. Oh, look, I'm almost done. Here's a little tiny, this is all made from one piece of paper. I'm going to do a lesson on how, you don't believe me, I'll just show you. It's a cool cut. Magic. Okay, here's where I was testing out all my magic markers so that when I go to do an art project, I can be like, oh, those are the reds I have, those are the pinks I have, there's the oranges I have, and the greens, and with the number, so I can go to my markers and be, oh, okay, I better go get 245. Okay, so that, I guess, oops, I dropped it, is going on. Oh my gosh, I went through the whole pile. Goes there, there. I still have work to do. All I did was sort. Okay. So now what do I do? I don't know. This will be the next. Some papers to look at. What's that? One more thing. And some random papers to go through. Okay, so look, I did it. Didn't even take that long. So these are all the ones I've already used. These are all, oh, the blank ones aren't, I feel better. I thought I had a lot more blank than regular, so I guess I'm not wasting too many. All right, so if you watched, thank you. If it was, I hope you enjoyed it. If not, that's okay. In future videos, I will go through some of my art journals and show you what's in there. So, happy 4th of July. I actually got something done. Now you can get rid of this came from an old gift. You know, you get those gift baskets with food and crackers and stuff. And you know, I save everything. So I saved it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But now it's empty. All right, everybody. Happy 4th and see you soon. Thanks for watching.